I'm sorry. What is this place? Elizabeth?
It's a doorway. One of many. This way.
What do you mean it's a doorway? Where are you going?
Oh, come on. Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said about your finger. Is there an answer here? Do you...
Down here. Over here, Booker. This is where we have to go.
Why? What is going on? Elizabeth, what do you mean this is a doorway?
I'll have to show you.
Probably gonna regret this. City at the bottom of the ocean. Ridiculous.
Look at that. Thousands of doors. Opening all at once. My God, they're beautiful.
The stars?
Come on. Come on, it's this way. Come on.
Are you going to open it?
It's no good. Damn it. I thought once we were here, I could fully control it. I thought...
What is that?
It's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it. See? Not stars. They're doors.
Doors to...
To everywhere. All that's left is the choosing.
What are all these lighthouses? Why are we... Who are...
There are a million worlds. All different, all similar. Constants and variables.
What?
There's always a lighthouse. There's always a man. There's always a city.
How do you know this?
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird. But sometimes, something's different. Yet the same.
Constants and variables.
Yes. Look.
It's us.
Not exactly. We swim in different oceans but land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place. Where it started.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker. You've already been.
this place. I was here. It was 20 years ago, right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
Come on now, time's a-wasted.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your sins cleansed? Are you ready to be born again? Take my hand.
No. No, I don't want to.
You already did, didn't you?
Are you ready to be born again?
I am.
Do you hate your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean.
Wait.
Father, make him
Stop
born
it.
again. Lord,
Stop it!
what
No.
are you doing?
Get off me! Get off!
Son!
You didn't go through with it.
You think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
And what of my debts?
Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes. The girl for the debt. Wait, no, this is wrong. What is this? There was no baby. I remember. No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
DeWitt, time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
Go ahead.
No.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock. What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
Oh. I remember. But I remember that.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead? You mean like Chen Lin? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds. It's not over because the Prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
Hey, the deal's off, you hear me?
You're unstable.
The deal is off! Give her back!
Hurry!
Give her back!
Fine, are you mad?
Give her back, you son of a bitch!
It's ready! Go!
No! No!
Shut down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter! No! Anna? No. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anna, I'm sorry.
She's gone, Booker. Anna's gone. You shared this room with your regret for almost almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
You suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance?
Sure.
Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Wipe away the dead. Use the girls. Wipe away the dead.
See, he's starting to put his story together.
Wipe away the
I'm fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well, the brain adapts.
I should know.
Bring
I
us the
lived
girls.
it.
Booker, wake up. Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
Booker, are you sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Are
Wait,
you ready to leave behind all
You're not-
that is done before? Wipe
you're
the
not.
slate clean.
Who are you?
You chose to walk away, but in other oceans, you didn't. You took the baptism. And you were born again as a different man.
Comstock.
It all has to end. To have never started, not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made, before you are reborn. He's Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
No. And both.
And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude our time here in BioShock Infinite. Thank you all so much for joining me. I had an absolute blast playing through this. That was really loud. And I hope you enjoyed seeing me struggle and experiencing this game with me on 1999 mode. It was super fun, and I hope my enjoyment of the project shone through, even though this walkthrough was a lot more narrative driven than stuff we've been doing recently. Which brings to mind, obviously, the plot. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but personally, I really liked the overall story to this. I thought the reveals were pretty cool, and where they went with it made me want to keep playing to see what happened. And, you know, you meet some interesting enough characters that make human mistakes and are extremely reasonable for the setting of the game, which is 1912, turn of the century, patriotism at the height of communism, and just, I don't know, the situations they find themselves in. But I will admit there are clearly some flaws with the story, specifically the pacing, and certain points where I feel like they could have definitely played around a lot more with alternate dimensions and changing up the settings or turning things completely upside down. I feel like it was really close to hitting that stride, but it unfortunately comes up a bit short. Plus, there are things, like I mentioned during the Chen Lin section, where our objective is constantly being yanked out from within our grasp, and we even go further and deeper for the sole arbitrary reason of elongating the game time, and just... I'm sorry, I make it sound much worse than I feel about it, because I get that it's a game, and a good man needs to shoot bad man to save girl and save world, but like I said, overall a very solid game experience, and every subsequent playthrough you'll notice something new, and I really enjoyed that aspect of discovery. Also very lovely a cappella. It must be that same song from the beginning of the game. Yeah, you don't really get that a lot with the previous BioShocks, which isn't a bad thing by any means. But it just shows that Ken Levine's storytelling is getting much better, and I'm really looking forward to whatever he's working on with his new sort of studio that he started with other BioShock developers who are not working on BioShock 4, sadly. I think they announced something like that in 2018, but we're still waiting. People are thinking it's going to be more like a Fallout situation with that one, which isn't bad also, but it'll be interesting to see the story of that coming through. But anyways, Ken Levine, BioShock, having literally played through both previous games before recording this during a lengthy spell of severe depression, I would say this plot is just barely under the level of BioShock 1, with 2 being at the bottom because it was pretty meh. It played well, but it just wasn't super great. But speaking of, here we've got another elephant in the room. This game just being called BioShock, but not taking place in Rapture. I don't know, man. I don't even know why I brought this up. I wish I knew how to elaborate or convey my point here. But my basic gist is that who cares? This game just reeked of BioShock to me. It felt like it sounded like it played like it, and although they went with the open-ended, Columbia canonically exists in an alternate universe of Rapture, it's just like, you have the general atmosphere of the game, and the antagonist, and the voxophones. It's just, you see so many parallels to the other BioShock games, as well as the obvious plasmid vigor system, which was super satisfying. I don't know, I might have said it at some point during the game, but man, Infinite feels really good to fight in for a game released in 2013. I love being able to mix up combat, and I feel like you're given much more freedom than BioShock 2, which is, I don't know, it's also fantastic, but now I'm starting to think, you don't have all the weapons on you at any time, and that was still a bit of a bummer. I guess I understand that the devs probably want you to be able to sort of fluidly change weapons against different enemy types as you progress through different areas, but still, really weak that you can't ever upgrade all weapons or all vigors. That bothered me enough in BioShock 2, how there were like 18 weapon upgrade slots, but only 14 power to the people stations. Those are minor gripes, but still worth mentioning, I think. But anyway, as for future talk, there are 3 pieces of DLC for this game that I do plan on covering. I just don't know when. We have the Clash in the Clouds, which gives us the opportunity to play a bit with the Horde mode, which, depending on how I feel, we might get around to. I don't know if it would enhance this project in any way, since it doesn't have a lot of story content, but we'll see. On the other hand, as I teased early on, we do have the Burial at Sea storyline to get to, which sees Booker and Elizabeth exploring Rapture the night it fell. It's pretty good, and I like it a lot, but depending on what I have planned, we might have to set that aside for later. This video series is actually a bit shorter than I expected, but not bad at all. I was just thinking I should probably change things up a bit and get to some other DLC projects I've been working on. I did get to the PS5 and have been wanting to record something on that soon. I was thinking maybe the DLC for Spider-Man Remastered or The Last of Us, finally, since I won't shut the hell up about it, apparently. But watch, it's going to be something I never considered recording or something, but man, these credits are long. But with that all having been said and done, thank you all so much for watching. I'm not entirely sure if I want to sit through the rest of this, but just know I appreciate all the kindness from your viewership and comments, and hope you guys look forward to whatever I have coming up next, alright? My name is Ellison Cruz, and as this music gets more and more ominous and less joyful and cheery, I'll see you here next time. This has been BioShock Infinite. Take care, everybody.